Okay, let me sell you on VV, okay?
Oh, okay, alright.
Play the 1-drop vanilla Karu the duck.
Right. And
You give a brush. You draw a card.
Okay.
You
How
put 2
big is he? Isn't he like 1-3?
He's a 1-3.
So you're saying, so I spent 1 on him, I spent 2 to pump him to 5, and I'm spending 2 to rush. I spent 5 Dawn on a 5 Dawn swing? 5k swing?
Yeah, 5k rush swing.
5 cost Zoro?
Well, when you put it that way.
What is good, homies? This is Chris from Small Hat Crew, joined today by Sun Pirates, Colin.
What's up?
What's up? So we're bringing you a tier list. This is different from your standard tier list. This tier list has nothing to do with the current meta. This has to do with a very specialized format that you can only experience through the Small Hat channel. On the weekends, there is a weekly tournament that is hosted. It is called the Leader Locked Tournament, where your leaders can only use cards that are that match the tags on the leader. For example, if you're playing like Gecko Moria leader, you can only play Thriller Bark cards and Warlord cards. You can't play Rebecca. You can't play Navy. You know, you can't do any of that. You have to stay within your leader's archetypes. We have had so far 2 tournaments for it. The third one is tomorrow. Sign up link is in the description. So if you are not already signed up, now would be your time to do so. This would be your last day to do so even. If you are a YouTube member, you have free admission. There will be another link that you guys can use instead in the Discord channel to sign up for free. But with that being said, we will begin tiering our leaders. So normally I would just go chronologically, but in the 2 tournaments we've had so far, there have been 2 winners. So I think we do have to start with them first, because they have the most, you know, they have performed the best up to this point. They are the ones that have taken the W's, so we have something to base our critiques and whatnot off of. So the leader that won our first leader locked tournament is Mono Purple Kaido. Oh my god, the desperation.
No, it's a 4K. Oh, and he gave his whole hand.
Oh my god.
And he just spits on him and he dies.
He spits on him. Where do you feel a leader like this would go, Colin?
So that was actually the one I commentated, funny enough.
Yes.
And the deck was literally just OP1 cards.
It was just started at Kaido.
It was just started at Kaido from OP1 plus like the Searcher. I think that's literally it.
Bro, I don't think there is a Searcher. It's blue. There was no new cards.
I'm like, surely there's got to be something better than this, right?
I was gonna lead with these because I was gonna say, despite the fact that this leader did win in this format, and it is the very first leader to ever win, I don't think this is the best. I think this is one of the best leaders in the format. I think that I would put him in like B tier at the highest. I can't justify putting him in A tier. I know he won, but this leader is so inconsistent, and I think he thrived. Although I was gonna say, because these formats, they only vary from 4 to 6 rounds at most, so there is less rounds, which I guess, because Kaido's problem was always the longer the event went on or whatever, right? The consistency issues which start to rear their head. So that's something you don't have to worry about, I guess, in a 4 to 5, 6 round local. But so I guess that would be a buff that he has going for him, a slight little bonus, less opportunity for him to fumble the bag. But regardless, I think this leader, the only thing he really has going for him in this format is 10 drop Kaido is disgusting. Outside of that, I don't know, man. I think this is like a B tier leader. What are your thoughts on where we throw him?
Somewhere between C and B. I think B. The more I think about it, is like Kaido has access to some good tools. Obviously, he's got the stage.
Yeah.
King is actually not bad in this format because like the decks are a lot slower and kind of dinkier.
Yeah.
The 9-drop Kaido is pretty good too. So yeah, I could see why would be good in this kind of format. You know.
That's what I was gonna say too. Is like, because while B does sound kind of high, I feel like the power level of B is going to be significantly weaker than the average B tier in like a tier list, you know?
Of course.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and throw him here for now. We can always come back and revisit these tiers. Nothing here is set in stone. So then the leader that won the following week, this is when you weren't present for. Mono Green Uta was the leader that won it the second week. With Uta, he actually doesn't need to do that. Yes, I'm invincible. Why aren't y'all playing? Zero, you can't be talking to them like this. You're not even playing. What do you mean, bro? Goddamn. All right, yeah, no, I guess Uta does take it. What are your thoughts on this leader? Now, I will say,
this I believe.
this leader cannot whiff in the leader locked format. This leader, every time she uses leader ability, she is going +1. So that is kind of big. True. But yeah, what are your thoughts on this leader?
I would think A tier. Like I would believe this leader winning, because if you think about it, it's like the Uta deck in real life is already like 90 to 95% green field cards anyway, so it's like there's not a huge difference. I guess you don't have Captain Kid, but you know, spamming a bunch of Luffys in this kind of slower format, I think is pretty good. So yeah, I'd give it an A.
Yeah, I also think this is an A tier leader. I think that this is probably going to be one of the most consistent leaders this format will ever see. Every time. Mm-hmm. Literally, she will never not have a hand. I guess with this being said though, so then the next leader I want to tier is, so Dustpan in the Discord server. Dustpan was the one who won this week with Uta. He played a different leader the week prior. I want to address this leader because this is one that everyone holds such a very high opinion of this leader. I'm not going to say the leader's bad. I'm not going to say they're not good or anything like that, but I do think that there is, I do think that this format does weaken this leader significantly. So the week before he entered on Uta, he entered on Katakuri, and the reason he switched to Uta was because he said the triggers were inconsistent, and he feels that's what prevented him from winning it the previous week.
Okay.
So yeah, my issues with Katakuri are that so I think this leader loses a lot. I think the thing though is that like he still has 10 mom at the end of the day. He still has 7 mom. He still has 8 drop Katakuri. His Stopman's really good. I think everything outside of that though is extremely mid or underwhelming. He loses a lot of really good triggers, so he's not as casino. I think the only casino he's even doing anymore now is just the bodies cheating themselves out, and that's kind of where he stops. I feel like with this leader, like I feel like it does have the potential to win one of these tournaments, but I think this is probably going to be one of the least consistent performers, because I think all the variants.
Yeah, so this format is still OP7, right?
Yes.
So like no starter decks. That's,
right.
I guess the main question. So this is Katakuri without Beige and without You're the One Who Should Disappear. So honestly without Onami too. So it's like there's a lot of bullshit that's been removed.
No Nami, no Garatsu, no Kiku Nojo.
Oh,
no
yeah,
Amaru.
Yeah.
He loses a lot. He loses a lot.
Yeah, it's like half the deck.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
I could definitely see it. I still think maybe about the same as Kaido, like B-ish here. Yeah,
I agree.
Like Big Mom's
a
good card.
Exactly. No, I agree. I think that this is like a really good leader in this format, but like a lot of people think that this is the best leader of the format. I disagree. I think it is. Well, I guess we'll see eventually if it's not the Uta. So I guess with that being said, what leader would you like to talk about, Colin? Let you pick one.
Let's talk about your favorite. Let's talk about the Crocodile.
Don't do this. Okay, here we go. Blue Purple Crocodile. Now, do you want to lead the conversation on this, or do you want me to?
Okay, I'll put in my 2 cents first, since I'm pretty sure you'll have a lot to say. I actually think this guy's not that bad. So
interesting.
So you have some good bodies. Obviously, you have 8-drop Purple Crocodile. You have all the 7 warlords that Luffy would otherwise play.
Right.
You don't have neither of the 0 cost events are available to you, if I'm not mistaken.
Correct.
But you can still play things like Desert Spada and Love Mellow, which I think in a slower format you can potentially run this kind of like value engine Croc. With all that said, probably still around like either C or B tier, maybe probably C tier. Like, I don't think he's awful, but I actually think he might have some legs in this format if people stick with it.
So I think this leader's hovering between D and F. I think Because I feel like you're saying, like Spada and Love Beam, like those are the. I feel like because you're having to run stuff like that, that's like the only way you're resolving a leader ability. So I think for the most part, this leader he's a 4-life leader with no effect for most of the format, most of the games in this format. Like you have to like Love doesn't even become the draw until your hand's really small. And then at least at that point though, you do draw 2 cards off the Love. Spada's a Radical Beam. A pseudo Radical Beam if you see a 2K in your top. Those are really good, but I feel like outside of that, this leader has no leader ability. I think at that point it's like you could play like Purple Kaido, which that's another conversation. You could play Reiju, you could play Hannibal, because at least those leaders will have leader abilities is the thing. Right? This one, he kind of won't. I don't think he's quite F, but I think he's like a D tier leader. You said you believe he's C, right?
But you can play Okama Way, though.
You can play Okama Way, that is true. I do think his stocks do go up significantly when he gets his Mr. 3 Searcher. Yeah, I don't know. I'll put him in C for now.
Okay.
I think we're gonna have to revisit this though.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna like talk myself into like a lot of other leaders being way better than this.
Okay, so a leader I would like to talk about now is I want to talk about Whitebeard. I feel like every time a tourist comes through the small hat channel, they're not familiar with the format or anything. At first glance, they're always like, "Oh, well, that's a dumb format. Why'd you even hold that? Whitebeard's just gonna win everything." And it's like Whitebeard doesn't have Radical Beam. Whitebeard doesn't have Guard Point. Literally, Whitebeard's just killing himself the entire time. He's just killing himself.
He also doesn't have Kick Course, and let's not forget, as of right now in OP7, there's only one red 2K that's Whitebeard Pirates, and that's Jozu. Like, there's no other 2K. So
yeah, this leader. I think this leader is literally suicide. this is like probably like one of the worst picks you can make in this format, maybe. All right, so we're gonna.
Boat. That's cool.
Yeah, boat is legal to you, but yeah, I think that's why boat is legal to him though, because he's so bad.
Yeah, he needs it.
Yeah. What leader would you like to talk about next?
Let's talk about Dofi, since we were talking about Seven Warlords.
Okay. Dofi is an interesting one because this leader is obviously like he has like most of his cards available to him. I remember people being like, when I first announced the idea for this format, people were like, "You're gonna have to ban Dofi," and then nobody entered on Dofi. So I was like, okay. It's
really?
Like, all right, yeah, no one entered on him. People were like, "You need to ban him," and then he just never saw any play. But that being said, I think he's like an A tier leader probably. I think he's probably really, really, really good. We just haven't seen anyone try to capitalize on his engine.
Okay, I guess to be fair, this is still OP7, so we do not have the blue, like his starter deck yet.
Oh yeah, that.
Because it has not only does it have the law, but it has the Boa, the 4-drop blocker Boa, and I think the 2K buggy, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
So like, because this is Dofi that doesn't get to play Perona at this point, so I can definitely see why people might not want to rely on him, because like literally the only way you have of setting up the deck, I'm pretty sure, is just the 3-drop blocker Dofi
blocker. Yeah, I think so. I think
yeah.
There's also the Weevil.
Oh, the really shit Weevil.
Yeah, no, with the inability to stack. Yeah, no, that does take a lot of points from him. Where do you feel he goes? Now, here's the thing. I say, because based off what we currently put up, I feel like it'd make more sense to throw him in like B tier. I could even argue throwing him in C tier, but then Purple Croc is there, and that's why I think.
Well, okay. Like, I guess to be fair, if your deck is only 7 Warlords, it's like, if you just spin the wheel, like, how often are you missing, right?
Yeah, you literally can't lift unless you hit, like, a 7 Warlords event, right?
Unless you're like hitting, like, your Mihawk or your Big
Boa. Yeah.
So maybe he's not that bad. Maybe B.
That's how I feel, too. I also feel like he's better than Kaido. I don't know how Kaido did it that week, I'm gonna be honest. We'll put him here. And with that being said, so you chose Dofi, right?
Yeah.
right, so I'll choose the next leader. Let's go ahead and talk about where is he? Let's talk about Oden. Actually, you know what? No, I'll stick here. What are your thoughts on
Oden? We might as well move on to the red-green version.
all right. So there goes Oden. There's Oden in F tier. Yeah. And with that being said, let's move on to where is he? He is. Oh my god, I forgot to include him. Okay, 1 second. All right, red-green Oden. Okay, so what are your thoughts on this leader, Colin?
This one I actually think is closer to. Is it crazy if I put him at B? I think he's not that bad.
I don't think that's crazy at all. Honestly, I don't think it's not like he's not that bad. I think he's actually. I feel like a format like this is where he was made to thrive. You know?
Yeah.
Like, I think he's a B tier leader as well. God, Kaido. I want to drop him. I really do. God.
It's like the more decks we put up in B tiers, like, man, how is Kaido up here with OP1 cards?
I don't understand how that week people allowed this leader to win. Yeah, I mean, like, literally, so he should pretty much always have counter for the most part, because he shouldn't really be running any non-Wano. He shouldn't be running non-Wano cards. The death list is illegal, actually.
Yeah, exactly. So, literally everything is counter, or should be counter.
Literally, like, the only thing that wouldn't be would be, like, what? Like, Paradise Waterfall, and literally just events. And I think that's all there. I think it's just Paradise Waterfall, right? Which is a counter event, so it gives counter on its own anyway.
Exactly.
Like, every card in this deck has counter. He is also a 6k leader. He's gained a searcher with Otama.
Yep.
Yeah, I think this is probably a really good leader for this.
Yeah, like the Wano bodies are in a format with like sucky removals actually randomly good. Like you have Izo, the 5-drop Izo, you have Denjiro. You can get up to the 8-drop Oden if you want and just bash face. Like I don't think it's that bad.
No, I think it's good. I think this would probably be the best way to run a 6k leader in this format. Mm-hmm. I guess with that being said, what are thoughts on Red Purple Luffy?
Ooh, so honestly, he's not that bad either. I'm just trying to think about the one in real life, right? Like you have
he's losing.
Nami as a searcher, you have access to Rad Beam and Guard Point, of course.
Yeah.
The ramp is the only thing that I don't think you have access to yet. I'm trying to think of any Straw Hat cards.
I can only think of Zoro.
Oh yeah, Jiro. Yeah, that's literally it. So
yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm trying to like. God.
I think I would say in C. I just don't think he's gonna have enough ramp to kind of keep things going against like the B tier decks and above.
I agree. I think that because like he was given the 3 life as a deficit. It was supposed to be like the thing to hold him back, and I think that when he loses like ramp, I think that that's really gonna show, because he has to basically make it to 8 Dawn before he even has a leader ability, and like he has Rad Beam still, right? But like I guess he'd probably run Guard Point in this format, I'd have to imagine. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like that 3 life matters a lot more in a format like this. I guess what would be challenging him as because I imagine if he goes into Dofi, he's probably fine, because it's a 2k to get out of the Dofi swing, and then the Warlords can't touch him unless it's like Weevil and Gecko.
Yeah, if you're doing something like maybe playing a bunch of kick courses to like kind of smoothen out your counter, and then playing like a bunch of rushers like Zoros and 5-drop Luffy, even the 10-drop rush Luffy that if he's blocked kills an 8k, that's pretty good. And then of course you have Gear 5.
Yeah, it's like you still have Gear 5 Jambe as a play.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Who do you want to talk about? No. Actually, no. I'll talk about the next guy after. So who do you want to talk about?
Oh, you want me to pick?
Yeah, you pick.
Okay. Let's do. Okay. Let's get some of the chaff out of the way. Let's Black Yellow Luffy F tier, unplayable.
Yeah, no, this leader is so bad here. He loses everything.
Unplayable.
He loses literally everything. Loses Gecko Moria. He loses Ace. He loses Sabo.
Yep.
This leader is unplayable. He loses the Garp.
Yep.
Oh my god. Yeah, this is a really okay. So if we're doing that, then let's get another one out of the way. Then, where is Red, Purple, Law? Here he is. That's also pretty bad. This is another really, really bad leader, bro. Heart Pirates. Do they even exist? Do Heart Pirates cards even exist?
You could play shots you pick. I don't know. This is literally what we said on our previous videos of like after the ban list is like that new law is awful. Like I don't know if you saw some of the new Heart Pirate support, but man, it's bad.
It's bad, bro. They rebuilt the entire set. He gained like nothing. He gained like literally nothing. Yeah. Yeah. So that leader's he's a lost cause. Another one. So since we talked about Black Yellow Luffy and we talked about Red Purple Law, there's another leader I guess we can discuss in that same vein. Not because he'd be as bad as them, but because he's I guess like the third leader from this format, and that would be where is he? Lucci.
Ooh. Okay. So have you already amended Lucci to where you're allowed to play?
Yes, he can play. Okay. He can play all CPs. He just still can't play his stage.
Right, because it's world government.
Exactly.
This one's tough because I'm just trying to think because you still have some good stuff. You have Stussy as a boss monster, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
Kaku plus Tempest Kick and plus Soap Sheep, or 4-drop Lucci plus Soap Sheep is also reasonable. I feel like he should at least be C tier.
Yeah, no, I agree. As I was saying, I don't. Yeah. He brought him up not because he's as bad as these two, but just because he thrived in the same format as them. And while they are dead, I think he is alive. I think he is. I think he's doing just fine. He's just not an oppressive force like he used to be.
I could see him going even higher up to B tier. I'm just concerned that there's not enough good CP cards to like kind of put the deck together. Yeah.
The reason I can't, like, I don't think he could be up here, honestly. Because the only thing he's really losing, so he loses all of, well, like Gecko Moria, and he loses Rebecca. But he still has Lucci, he still has Spandane, he runs stuff like Kaku and all of that. He still has Tempest Kick. Like, God, he shouldn't be in the same tier as Purple Croc. I'm just gonna move him down.
Okay, that's fair too.
Just gonna move him down. Yeah, that is. Yeah, I knew we'd have to revisit that at some point. I think he's better than Luffy even. I honestly could see the argument to putting him in B. I'm not opposed to it.
Yeah.
God. I'm not opposed to it, so I say he's in C for right now. If as he's fill out, we think he goes up, we just move him. With that being said, what leader would you like to talk? Oh wait, no, I remember the leader I want to talk about. Who was it actually? Or actually, since we just talked about Lucci, what about other Lucci?
D. It's the same deck, of course.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree.
It's not unplayable, but it's still pretty.
Yeah, it's good. Like this guy's right here. Why'd you ever play this?
Yeah.
Okay. Who did I want to talk? Oh, I wanted to talk about. So, funnily enough, the last tournament, the last leader lock, Shanks actually did pretty well in there. I cannot lie.
Serious?
Did pretty good. He did pretty good in there. Yeah. He did pretty decent. I think he's like a C tier leader maybe. Because he has.
Come on, he can't be better than Croc.
I don't think it's close. So he has a Guilt Tesoro that minuses 1 and adds 2 cards from trash to hand.
Okay.
He has the Guilt Tesoro that draws 2 in a format where there's like almost no removal. He has a 2K that is a searcher. His leader ability does pump the entire board. He does have like Uta's a pretty good blocker in this format. Yeah, he's pretty decent. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think he's good, but I do think he's pretty decent. What would be your qualms with him as a leader, I suppose?
I'm just staring at the red purple Uta on your screen and I'm like,
bro, I think she's worse.
Do you think red purple Uta is worse than Shanks for this format?
Bro, Shanks is a 5-life leader.
Uta ramps you.
But she goes neg 1 every time she does.
I guess, but like she has access to like good red film cards. She has like Baccarat and
wait
like
a minute,
Big Shanks.
Wait a minute, because clearly this is gonna be 2 birds, 1 stone. Okay, so we'll be placing both of these not in the same tier likely, but they'll be getting placed at the same time.
I think Uta's. I low key think Uta might be B tier.
What? No, that's crazy.
Oh,
That is crazy.
Oh.
Bro, I think she probably gets rocked by Doflamingo. She probably gets rocked by Katakuri. Bro, she has no hand versus the other Uta that has the biggest hand in the game. I think that so okay, here's what we'll do. We'll take ours, we'll average them together, and then we'll place them. So okay. I think Shanks is a C tier leader. Where do you think he goes?
I think D.
Oh my god. So okay, we'll hover him between. We will hover Shanks between the tiers. And then
I agree with you. I don't think he's as bad as Whitebeard in this format, funny enough, but I can't justify him. I can't do it.
Okay, so there is Shanks.
Just like watch between Lucci and Luffy.
Bro, a picture of the format where it's like he's not as powerful as red purple Luffy, but he's better than Lucci.
Oh my god.
Where the argument is that he's bordering on being as good as these 2 leaders.
Dude, I just imagine like someone that's like not a subscriber and has no idea what this format is. They click on this video, and then as with all tier lists, they skip to the end to see the full tier list, and they just see Shanks in C tier.
They see Shanks in C tier, and they see Black Yellow Luffy, Red Purple Law in F.
Yep.
Okay. Where do you think Uta goes? You said B, right?
I think B.
I think she's C, so I guess we'll have to hover her between also.
Okay. we can put her in C. I can see her being less good than Dofi and Cat.
Yeah. Yeah, cause like those are just like I feel like those are just like consistency. Like their leader ability is always going to hit, and it's always gonna be they're always just gonna be good, I think. Next we have look at Shanks. Look at Shanks. Okay. So I brought up Shanks, you brought up Uta, so I guess it's me. Where do you think a leader like where is he? Red Black Sabo.
Okay, Rev Army. So
Rev Army engine's unplayable.
Rev Army stuff is honestly like Sabo with Karasu's like not half bad. Is he only Rev Army, or does he also have Dressrosa?
Oh my god. He's just Rev Army.
Rev Army only. Okay, never mind. Not good, probably not good enough. Probably like D tier.
You think D? Okay.
Maybe even F.
Oh my god, I think he's F.
Do I even have 50 cards to put in this deck?
Wait a minute, I don't think he does. He's literally not playable.
Do we even have 50 Rev Army cards to put in?
Oh god. I don't think we tier him. Okay, wait, no, I'm just gonna throw him down here. And if we run out of space. Okay.
We might have 50 Rev Army cards. Someone's probably gonna be in the comments like, actually, red black Sabo is pretty good. I'm like, yeah, okay.
I don't think even if he has 50 Rev Army cards, I don't think he has 10 good cards. Okay. Alright, so who do you want to talk about next?
Well, if that's the case, let's get Bello Betty and Dragon out of the way. At first, I was thinking Bello Betty would be pretty good, but then it also occurred to me, it's like, wait a minute, do we even have enough army cards?
I don't think so. So there's Bello, there's Dragon. So just as a caveat, or just put them upside down.
Because like Betty, we don't have her yellow Rev Army cards yet.
We don't.
Oh, the ones from OP9. So yeah.
Yeah. Like
sorry, Betty enjoyers.
It literally can't be played. They literally cannot win.
Yeah.
A leader that cannot win is up tier. Okay, so there's Betty, and then there is Dragon. Dragon has to have the least cards out of all of them. He has half the card pool. So there's Dragon, and then all right. So with them out of the way, who did you, I guess, want to talk about? Because we just got them out the way, but what leader would you like to talk about?
I think we talked about a lot of trash already. Let's talk about something that I think is good. I actually think Yamato is A tier.
Me too. I completely agree.
Yeah.
I completely agree.
I think this like yellow green, not mono yellow.
I when you said A tier, I already knew what you meant. That other one, no shot is she A tier. This leader's insane. This is double attack. This is 2 free Dawn moving around. This is a Wano package. I think like this is probably one of the few leaders that has 50 cards where she can mess around with her numbers even. You know, like just because I think she has so many good cards. She has Momonosuke Searcher, Otama Searcher. She has Momo Blocker. She has a bunch of 2Ks. This is a really good leader.
Like she has
Samurai. Yup. She also has Paradise Totsuka to tap stuff to connect people with double attack. This leader's insane. Is a really good leader. I guess still on the topic of a really good leader, let's talk about Reiju.
Ooh.
She does have her stage since the rules have been amended.
Oh, does she now with the German Kingdom stuff? Okay.
Yeah, I think all she's missing is like Porsche Foxy engine basically.
Yeah, so you just play the pure Reiju, which is like I guess you play all 4. I guess you actually do play all of the Rangers now. Like Green Ranger. Yeah, I could see this being pretty high. Is she good enough to be A tier? I don't
think so.
I feel like she's missing a few extra pieces for consistency wise, so maybe still B tier.
I think she is a B tier leader.
Yeah.
I also feel like in a format where like this is one of the best decks, I feel like that is damning for her, especially now that she's slower because she doesn't have Portia. I also feel like this could be pretty damning for her as well. Yeah, I don't know how this leader beats Yamato, especially like nerfed Reiju playing into Yamato. I do think she's a really good B tier leader though.
Yeah, I'm not sure how she really beats Green Uta either.
Yeah,
Green Uta might be best.
I agree. I completely agree. Uta with all the blockers and a massive hand. Like, yeah. Next and then there's also Dofi, who's bottom decking her stuff in this slower format.
Well, wait, does he have a card?
Oh wait, no, he does not. He doesn't. Never mind. He can't bottom deck. That's right. Okay. Leader worth talking. I just realized there's 2 red purple law. Goodbye. Oh, there's you as well. Okay. Here is. What's the one red purple we haven't placed yet? Kid.
I'm gonna ask the same question again. Do we have enough?
Oh, you're
pirates?
right. You're right. You're right.
Is he Supernova actually?
Can
you play some Supernovas? Maybe.
He is just Kid Pirates.
Yeah,
I don't think he's playable.
I don't even know if we have enough cards to play him.
I know we don't because the other day I was looking at all of the Kid cards because I was trying to cope on maybe there was a reality where I could play a Kid Purple Croc engine.
Oh my gosh! Oh, with Killer.
Yeah, because I was like, You have Killer, you have 7-drop Kit, become a 6k leader with a bunch of searchable 2ks and 0-cost events, so you're pretty tanky. 7-cost Kit isn't being answered by everything, because removal is a lot harder to come by now. You can search out like Punk Vice, the event that ramps Dawn. You got your searcher to search out like Kid Blocker and Kid 7-drop and stuff. But yeah, there's literally like 5 cards. Literally like 5 cards. Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure the only red Kid Pirates card is Kid and Killer. I think.
No, yep, you're right. All right. So I guess let's talk about. We talked about one Yamato. Let's talk about the other.
Probably. Okay, so I wouldn't quite say unplayable in F tier, but probably D tier. Like,
that's exactly where I think she goes to.
Yeah. You should have enough Wano cards to play her, but just why, right?
Look at A tier and then look at Yamato. Look at yellow Yamato.
Yeah.
Why would you give up the green cards? I just don't understand. Shanks. Shanks just spurring his head up. Alright, so what are your thoughts on Rainbow Luffy? Because the way this leader is working in this tournament is you can play all 6 colors of Straw Hats, but you can only play Straw Hats. His leader ability is that he counts as everything. I guess he still has that. He still counts as everything. There's just nothing to do with it. His tag is Straw Hats, so he's all the colors. He can play strats from all the colors. So you're giving up your leader ability basically to be able to reach into all the color pools.
I'm trying. Oh, now you're really testing my knowledge on the card pool here.
So there's of course the red Straw Hat engine. The green Straw Hat engine is the film stuff. Blue Straw Hat engine is all that promo stuff, the blue promos. Purple Straw Hat engines like the Wano, like the Franosuke and the Orobi and all of that. Black Straw Hats is the stuff that like pumps its own cost and stuff like that. And yellow Straw Hats is it just Onami? Oh, and Vegapunk.
Well, the brothers support like just Luffy himself.
Oh yeah, and then there's also the brothers too. Yeah. So do you see a world where like you can amass all of that into a? Well, of course you definitely can, but how do you think that fares? I guess in a format where
I would love
no
to
ability.
I would love to be proven wrong, but I feel like just first impressions that, to my memory, the only good Straw Hats like that, like synergistic Straw Hats, are red and purple. Whereas at that point, why am I not just playing the red purple Luffy, right?
Yeah.
So I'd say D. Like not unplayable, but also why.
So I think he's probably C tier because he does still have the green film engine, which is, then again though, Uta's right there. If you're gonna play green film, I guess you would just play Uta, wouldn't you?
Also, like the 7-drop Luffy and the 3-drop Nami only search film, or they play and search film cards.
Yes, they do. Correct. Yep.
So, yeah.
Yeah, this is probably. I feel like there's probably something there for him to be in C tier, but I guess until someone does it.
Yeah.
Until someone can do it, he's unproven. He's in D tier. Yeah. That's also part of the reason I unbanned. It was just like, because people are like, it's broken because you can play all the colors, but it's like, what do you do with that? You know, like, what engine is he running that's not better in a leader that has a leader ability? Next we have. Oh, I chose that actually. What do you want to talk about?
Let's do Red Green Law.
Red Green Law. I think he's probably unplayable. I think he might be unplayable.
Are there enough Supernova? So like Supernovas and Heart Pirates, right?
For sure, because
So
Bonnie
we're
alone is playable.
We're working with Bonnie stuff. We're working with Kid Killer. We have the Luffy.
You have the promo law.
Yeah. Do we? I'm just trying to think. Do we have enough small things to like make the 5? To make the 5 dudes on board?
Let's think. So he still has beige blocker.
What small 1-drops does he have that are red?
I don't think he has any, right?
It's the 2K Beppo. It's the two drop like that. That's a hard pirate.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
There's probably not enough to make a functioning deck, huh?
Yeah, because that's exactly because I feel like he has the 50, but I don't think he has a playable 50. You know.
Yeah.
So I think that's why I say I think he's unplayable. I think he's an F.
Yeah, that's fair.
He's just a 4-life leader with nothing going for him. Next we have. So you chose Red Green Law. I'll choose. What are your thoughts on Perona? Does she have enough cards? No, she does. She does. Because I just remember because Gecko has enough cards.
If Gecko has enough cards, then yeah, Perona has enough cards.
Yeah.
Now, are those cards good?
Well, I guess this will be 2 birds, 1 stone.
not.
Also, let's
Yeah.
pull them both up here.
Now, I think Gecko is a C.
Interesting. I think he's D.
I think he's playable, but like you have to draw the right half of your deck. You basically have to draw the good Thriller Barks.
Bro, so here's how I look at him though. What does he do? Like, so he can recur his 2Ks off his Hogback. He has the Gecko play, but like the most he can ever pop, like his Gecko play at most is popping an Absalom. Is popping a 2-cost with Absalom. I think probably better is Gecko play Hogback, pick up a 2K. Because he doesn't have like Suru or anything to cost reduction off on a Gecko play. And then once your opponent's hand falls below 5 cards, you don't even have cost reduction anymore because Perona has no effect.
Well, I was more so thinking you just like kind of value them out by like playing a bunch of negative hollows to rip their hand apart.
Oh my god!
And then playing the Thriller Bark stage to like revive your Cerberus blocker every turn.
Oh my god! Does it bring them out active or tapped? Do you have any idea?
It brings them out tap, but I mean,
Oh
if
my
it takes a
God.
swing, then who cares?
Oh, it did
right?
a shot. You're right. You're right. Yeah. Okay. I think he's D, but I want to believe I'll leave him in C.
We'll cope. We'll cope. C for cope.
Now, Perona. So most of her card pool is the same as Gecko's. Gecko's doing so much to even try to make the card pool work. I don't think Perona can do that. I think she's like.
Yeah, me neither.
I think she's a D or an F. Maybe even an F, honestly. She's a 4-life leader.
I would go as far as F.
Yeah.
I would go as far as F.
No, I agree. I agree. Like the engine, the Thriller Bark engine does nothing for her as a leader. It does literally nothing for her.
Yeah.
And she also isn't able to like officially fuel her trash like Gecko either. So like a lot of her cards don't even have an effect. Like she has to see Sindri to even like be able to use a Hogback or an Absalom or something.
Unironically, her best Thriller Bark card is Ryuma.
It is. It literally is. God. And even he falls off because he pops a 4-cost and she has no cost reduction outside of her leader ability. And if she's using her leader ability to minus, then she's not tapping with it, so Ryuma may not even have a target.
Yeah.
Yeah. All in all, very, very rough leader. So I guess with that being said, who do you want to talk about?
I just noticed there's a picture of Kaya in your. There.
Yep. No call. On the topic of Kyla, let's talk about Nami. Where's Nami? Did I forget her? Did I put Kaya instead of Nami? Is this where she was?
You just autopilot and you're just like, yeah, Kaya.
Bro, I put her in the Nami spot.
Yeah, that is the deck, right? There's no way this is right? No way.
Yeah, she's literally. God. Just East. Does she even have 50 cards?
Does she even have 50 good East Blue cards? Like, okay, you can play Kaya. Okay, you can play Kaya because Kaya's East Blue. Okay.
Oh, true. She can play Pilaf. She can play Zeph and Usopp. This is just a bat Nami deck. It's just a bat Nami deck.
I wouldn't be surprised if someone figures it out, but For now, I'll put it in F. I don't think there's enough cards to make this good.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think she's also an F. On the top of East Blue, Kuro.
This deck actually okay. Is it cooked to put him in C?
I think C's probably about where he goes, honestly. Especially if Gecko's
Like
in
when
C.
this deck was performing like a year ago. I mean, what cards did you play? It's like mostly East Blue cards, right? I think.
I think so.
That could be-
The only stuff I can even think about is like Django and all that, right?
Django, Don Krieg.
Yeah, I don't think he loses much.
You can play like the Fishman, some of like Arlong's crew, I think.
The way I look at it is, if Gecko is C, I think Kuro's definitely C. Right? Does that make sense?
That's yeah. I see where I see where you're going.
Because I feel like he probably has a better shot than Gecko. But yeah, that's where I'll stick him. You think of any, I don't know, counter arguments or anything? Just let me know. We'll revisit.
I have no further bearings on that.
What does Trevor always say? I have no horse in this race. Where is on the topic of Rebecca leader ability never whiffing, not Rebecca, but Uta never whiffing. Where's Rebecca? Rebecca is here. Thoughts on this?
Yeah. Ooh, honestly, I'm thinking back to the set 4 Rebecca deck when it was like 40 Dressrosa cards, right?
Yeah, it was just Dressrosa, and then they ran like Kaya, and because I remember it was like 46 black cards, 4 blue cards, and I don't think they ran any black outside of like maybe. Yeah, was there any black? Because they also gained. Now they also gained
all the
like.
Dressrosas are black.
Yeah, I know they gained Violet, but I was trying to think if like they ran any black outside of Dressrosa. Like I can't remember if they played Suru or not. I think they did.
I think some did, some didn't. But honestly, I'm just thinking, right? Like with the EB1 stuff and with the recent stuff, like you have Forecast Rebecca to grab stuff back. You have Mancheri to.
You got the
recur
Violet to play the Kyros.
Or
Scarlet, is it?
Scarlet.
Yeah, Scarlet.
Yeah, Scarlet to play out Kyros. You have the Toy Soldier as an additional 2. Yeah, actually, this deck can play a lot of 2Ks. So you have Toy Soldier. You have Gyat. What was his name? Gyats, right? And then you have.
Oh yeah, that's right. I thought you were trying to say Gadazzi for a second. I was like, what?
You have Barto Blocker.
Barto Blocker. There is also, she still just has a win condition and 7-drop Luffy. I think he's probably insane.
Yeah.
Down here.
Yeah.
Like
the game plan's still together. You Kongan Luffy to OTK though. Like.
Yeah, I think like she probably does. Because I feel like probably Uta's strength is like hiding behind like 7-drop Luffys and all that, and then her Luffy just comes out and beats over them, right? So,
yeah, with the Coliseum. Yeah, I could definitely see it.
Yeah. With that being said, where do you think she falls?
Honestly, the more we talk about it, is she A tier?
I think she might be. That's how I feel also. I didn't know if that was crazy or not. I think she's an A tier leader. I really do.
I feel like she's got a lot of good tools.
I think she's really, really good. I think she's really, really good. Maybe someone just needs to do something with her. The thing though is that I could see someone doing something with her. You know, I don't think it'd be far-fetched for someone to figure her out, and then like, you know, she's probably one of the consistently best performing leaders of the sub.
Yeah.
Or at least the format. Who do you want to talk about?
Let's talk about Iceberg.
Okay.
Iceberg?
He's actually pretty good, I think.
Yeah, I was about to say, I dare say Iceberg might be B tier. Like, I don't think he's that bad. Like...
Yeah, no, I agree. I think with him gaining that Blue Note and that Khalifa, I think he's actually really, really good. I think he's probably like... I think he's definitely a top 10 leader at the very least in this set.
Okay, let's clarify real quick. Is he Water 7 and Galila, or just
I think he's just Galila. Oh, he's both. He's both.
Oh, he's both? Oh,
he can play both. He can play the new cards.
S tier.
Yeah. Bro, I really do think that... I think he's up here. Bro, that Blue Note and Khalifa's insane. Like,
like, dude, it's like you can build a very wide board. Like if you have the right stuff. I mean, you have a searcher too. Like you have, he has access to his own searcher.
Kokoro.
He has his own Gashima Island.
Yeah.
Like you just spam a bunch of 5-drops, and then what does your opponent do?
I genuinely do believe like he's probably one of the best leaders here. I will not be surprised the week Iceberg wins it all. I just won't be.
Yeah.
If
this
he was
a speculatory A tier, but I think he's actually good.
Bro, yeah, I'm pretty sure. What, do we hover him between A and B? I think he's A. I really do.
I think it's better content if we put him in A.
You're right. Actually, you're right. You always gotta do it for the content.
More engagement.
So Sakazuki is banned. Where do you think a leader like we just talked about a few good leaders. Where do you think a leader like Garp goes?
There's like no red Navy cards.
Yeah,
probably. I think.
Probably
I'm just trying to think of like what mono block and I think probably. I'm pretty sure Smoker would be better than him.
Smoker definitely would be.
I would put Garp in D tier.
D? I think he's an F.
I think he's no good.
What do you think is keeping him from being an F tier?
Well, I'm just thinking like he probably has some. If Smoker has some good things going on with him, I feel like Garp would do the same, just with one less health.
Just one less health.
Yeah, well, like you can maybe do some things where like you.
What is so? Okay, let's think.
Catch a bunch of dawn and shrink.
Let's think. What justification is there to run Garp over Smoker? What plays is he potentially making that Smoker can't?
You know what? It just also occurred to me we still don't have those starter decks, so maybe they're both in F tier.
No, Smoker's surely a D at least, right? Or not even at least. I think Smoker's probably D. I think Garp is definitely an F though. Garp is, cause I literally picture Smoker as he's Garp, but he has 5 life, and every now and then he might swing for 7k.
Yeah.
Next we have. Oh, I guess on the topic of these Navy leaders, Zephyr.
Are there purple Navy cards? There are a couple.
There's the guy that negates an effect and then pops 7 cost stuff. There's Neo Navy stuff like the Ein that ramps.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think that's his only ramp.
Does that convince me?
I hope not.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Probably not.
Because I think the bonus of playing him over these leaders is that, like, I guess he ramps to the 10-drop Kuzan faster maybe in the E show, but his only ramp is Ein, so I don't think he has that going for him. So I think that he is probably I think he's also probably with Garp or maybe D.
Put him in F. I just don't see how this is gonna work. I just don't see.
No, I agree. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna contest that one at all. Alright, I guess I just fireballed 3 Navy leaders. Who do you want to talk about?
Well, while we're on the topic of Navy leaders, let's get starter deck Sakazuki out of the way. Just put him in below F.
You know, I think he might be better than Smoker.
I need you to elaborate.
Okay, alright, picture this.
Okay.
10-drop E-show. E-show's on the board. You're minusing all your opponent's stuff by 3.
Okay.
You've got like 4-drop Kuzans and Surus and Tashigi 2Ks. You can minus things and pop it. I think this might be one of the only leaders that's able to pop stuff. I think honestly it'll probably only be Navy, and it's probably only Navy and Rebecca that's popping stuff in this format. And he has the pop built right into his leader ability, and all it costs you is a discard and 3 of your Dawn. Yep.
Okay, crazy. Okay, here's a crazy thought, right?
Yeah.
What if I play CP, where my leader shrinks and my bodies kill bodies?
3-drop Kobe, 5-drop Garp, 6-drop Sokka.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, this is probably I guess on the topic of Sakazuki, where is I brought him out, didn't I? Am I going crazy? Did I not pull out Blue Black Sokka?
Yeah, he's on the bottom tier or bottom row. I mean.
Okay, I was like, shit, we tiered him already.
Bottom tier also. Yeah.
Okay. No, this is a good color combination, right? Oh, so
Okay.
let's think. So he does have Gravity Blade, he does have Helm Blaze, he does have Amino Murakama Sword, 7-drop Borsalino, Tashigi Searcher.
Okay, I'll give him.
I think
that.
he's probably better than them, actually.
He might actually be C tier for those
C.
cards.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. He has got potential. He's got potential. He's definitely better than Smoker at the very least.
Yeah.
There is. Are we free? Oh, Isho. There's Isho. What are your thoughts on Isho?
Probably D. I'm just like trying to think what green navy cards does he get? Oh, I guess
Daddy Masterson.
Daddy Masterson. The random jobber from like one
pre-release
episode.
Bro, Daddy Masterson was a monster on pre-release.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I think he's probably D, right?
Yeah.
He can keep a board at the very least. But he has to hard keep the Dawn open every turn because he can't play like Rouge or anything to reopen it.
Right.
So you just place down a Dawn every turn. Next we have. I just remembered. Sabo does have 8-drop Sabo. Does that push him over 50 cards?
Oh,
I don't think so. Is there anything else besides?
I guess he has
like,
Dragon. He has Dragon.
There's Dragon. There's another Sabo too that I think he pops 2 cards but combined like 6,000 power or something on play.
The red one. Okay.
He might have 50 cards
Sabo's
actually. He might be 50.
Okay, maybe he's not that bad. Maybe more so.
Okay. I think if he has 50 cards, where does he go?
Probably D tier. Like, the scariest thing I see with him is maybe like having Karasu's out and then your opponent not being able to kill Karasu because of his leader ability.
Yeah, no, I agree. I also think too, because like he should be a leader that should have an easier time keeping a board in this format as well. Okay, is that all of the Oh wait, we forgot a Navy leader. Rosananto.
I guess yes, technically that is a Navy leader. He just doesn't behave like any other.
No, he does not. He's a Navy that refuses to play black. Refuses to play the good cards.
Okay, Donquixote family and blue and Navy and like I guess Navy archetype in blue.
He does also have access to Daddy Masterson.
Oh my god. Then he's B. Yeah. Daddy Masterson, of course.
Yeah. God, he has to... Is it? God. I want to say he's F, but I feel like I might be overlooking something. Because he can protect a board, so he can protect baby 5s.
Yeah, like I think D tier for the like. Okay, maybe that's too harsh. Maybe even C tier, because like I'm just thinking Donquixote family's like not that bad. Like
it's just 2Ks and 10 drop.
I mean, this kind of format doesn't sound that bad.
All right, okay, all right, there he is. He's in C tier. Okay, next, so I think that's all of Navy finally. On the topic of green blue, let's talk about Sanji and let's also talk about Zoro. Sanji. I think this will always be a F tier leader.
They're only Straw Hats, right?
Yes. So he's only Straw Hats, and then this one is
that what has
also only Straw
Supernova?
Hats. They're both Straw Hat, and that's it.
Straw Hat only.
Yeah.
So this leader loses all of his spice. Like, he loses the Weevil play and everything, and cheating the Weevils off the Mihawks and all that. I think he loses too much. I think he is really, really bad, probably.
I'm just thinking, like, Sanji, I guess you can maybe do a thing like Vanilla Sanji where you spamming, like, the film cards. Like, because the film has a bunch of vanillas, incidentally.
It does.
So, that's probably That's probably still way too weak, though. Probably.
Yeah, no, for sure. not to mention, remember, his leader ability randomly has a condition on it. You have to have 3 or less. Like, you could just not have a leader ability. They read his leader ability, like, they were like, holy shit, no, we gotta nerf that. Imagine if he got 2 Dawn every time he played a vanilla.
Wait, he has a restriction?
Yes! You have to have 3 or less characters on your board to restand Dawn off his leader ability when a vanilla is played.
Excuse me?
Yeah!
I thought the restriction is just the fact you have to play vanillas in your
Bro,
deck.
it should be. That's why he's unplayed. This leader is so bad. He's so bad.
What are your thoughts on Big Mom?
Not bad.
She can do all she can play the Katakuri stuff, but she can also lean into homies. She can play Zeus, the prize card for the leader locked small hat tournaments every weekend. Yeah.
C tier.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Look, 10 Mom is 10 Mom at the end of the day.
10 Mom's 10 Mom, but Katakuri swings for 7 with 1 Dawn. She swings for 7 with 2 Dawn.
Yeah.
Math.
I guess also on the topic of 10 Mom is 10 Mom, because I think one thing that's immediately going to prove that is not true is, where is she? Black Yellow Big Mom.
I would put in the same tier.
Really?
I think
Curious.
just for the sake of 10 Mom being 10 Mom, like, I think this one's not bad.
So she is a 4-life leader though. So it is harder for her to be in a position where she can play a 10 Mom healthily, since she can't hide behind stuff like Borsellino blockers and stuff.
Oh, that is true.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe even. Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's just a 4-life 10 Mom leader that can't play 10 Mom without dying probably. Oh wait, I think Pudding can probably get away with it, but I don't think this leader does. All right, so with that being said, who do you want to talk about?
Let's do Vivi.
Oh my god. Does Vivi have 50 cards?
I don't know.
I will say, you know what, even if she does have 50 cards, I will say the fact that you take her power play of Weevil for 6 Dawn Rush draw 2, you take the you take all her big bodies that draw 1 card from her. And that's already such a weak win con, and she loses it.
Bro, okay, let me sell you on Vivi, okay?
Oh, okay,
Assuming she has
all right.
50 cards.
Oh, okay.
All right. You play the 1-drop vanilla Karu the duck.
Right. And
You give him rush. You draw a card.
Okay.
You
How
put
big
2 Dawn
is he? Isn't he like 1-3?
He's a 1/3.
Oh my god. wait, so you're saying, so I spent 1 on him, I spent 2 to pump him to 5, and I'm spending 2 to rush. I spent 5 Dawn on a 5 Dawn swing? 5k swing?
Yeah, 5k rush swing.
5 cost Zoro? Okay.
Well, when you put it that way.
No, you're selling me. Continue.
You could also play with the supersonic duck built squadron, man.
That is true. And it is a 2k, and you can put it back in your hand after you rush it.
Dude, and you get to play Chopper to the 3-drop Chopper to cheat out either of those ducks.
Can you?
Yeah,
is he Alabasta?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
Oh my god, what? Okay, I need to find out right now. Does she have 50 cards? 1 second. This is... She has a searcher, so surely. 18, 19, 20... She has so many cards. She has 22 cards. She has 22 cards, and none of them are good.
How dare you? How dare you besmirch Karu Diok?
Besmirch 5 cost 0. Yeah, whether or not she has the 50, she's an F. I think that's what I'll say. There's nothing
you
here.
see the vision, man.
There's nothing here. How do we feel about Kinemon? We spoke highly of Wano. Then we shed on Oden. Kinemon.
Okay, how many days are we working with? We have Izo and Otama.
Izo, Otama. I think that might be it.
And then otherwise we have the rest of the set 2 deck. we have Hiyori. Okay.
Hiyori. No, Hiyori's not a 2K though.
I meant
no,
as far
that's
as
a
the
yellow one. There's a yellow one. Yeah, I think the only green 2Ks he has are the 2 we've named.
I'm also meant Hiyori as like a new card as supposed
it just as a new card. Yeah. Toki also.
Okay. With that being said, probably still D tier. I just can't justify playing him over like Yamato or Oden.
I hate to say it, I think he's probably F. He might be F. Cause what is his win con? Is it Oden?
Probably, or just going like on your 3 Don play, cheating out the 4-drop Hiyori, and then tagging her out into like the secret rare Yamato, or the pig, the god Yamasan. That
is true. Yep, Yamasan in the conversation of win cons.
you have Ryuma.
I think Ryuma would probably be a lot worse in a mono green leader that can't force a tap.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah. What about Magellan?
Okay, Impel Down cards. Do we even have enough purple Impel Down cards? We probably do.
I think so, because I think probably just the Jailer Beast on their own is half the deck, right?
Oh yeah, like the little Sadie package and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Probably still not good. Probably D. You can maybe do a thing just because like 5 cost Magellan's obviously a thing, but the rest of the deck is probably terrible.
On the topic of a 5 cost Magellan, then how are we feeling about Hannibal?
Probably C. I don't know. It's like if you spam a bunch of Jailer Beasts, I mean, I like the other night when you and Garen were playing, that looked almost powerful. Bro, he kept spamming that fucking Chihuahua at you. I was like,
bro, it was terrible.
It's
I know the worst part. He played the Chihuahua like 6 times and it didn't do anything.
The Chihuahua just kept coming down, rush for 5, and then he bounced it with his leader ability.
There's the Chihuahua. Bro, he loses. What is he ramping into?
He ramps into the turn where you can go like 7 with leader, 7 with Chihuahua.
I think like his whole leader ability is ramping Dawn, and there's nothing to do with that. But regardless, I'm not gonna lie. I think he's up. I'll put him in D though. Okay. Who do you want to talk about next?
Oh, actually, as far as Impel Down leaders go, I actually think Yvonne Cost's not that bad. Maybe C.
I can see. He's probably C. Yeah, I agree. He's probably C tier leader.
Yeah.
Where is... On the topic of Impel Down, which also would include Hannibal, who is blue-purple, how do we feel about Purple Kaido?
Feel like this has to be better than mono purple Kaido, right?
You think so?
Okay, I feel like we get into this conversation in every format. I'm like, God, because we have who's who, we have the ramp, we have the better 10-drop Kaido to draw 4 cards.
Yeah.
Plus the board wipe Kaido is like, there's gotta be something there, right?
Bro, he is a 4-life leader with like, does he have a single blocker to his? Oh, he has the little 2-cost one, right?
Yes, Queen. Yes, Queen.
He also does have Queen, you're correct. God, I don't know. I feel like he's always been one of the most fragile 4-life leaders in the game. He just kind of like throws his face at you and hopes you die. I have no horse in this race. I'll let you place him.
All right. Maybe. I think he's better than the D tier leaders. I would put him in C.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I won't contest that. All right. Who do you want to talk about?
Let's talk about King.
King. It's probably D.
Yeah.
He's probably. Yeah. Yeah. Wasn't much to discuss there.
Yeah.
He just
Get that over with.
He just went where he belonged, and that was the end of his conversation. How do we feel about Foxy? On the topic of mono purple leaders.
Oh, bro.
I think he might be good.
I think so
might be
too. Like,
he might be a B tier leader, I think. Like
You think
top of
B?
B. I think he's like top of B. I don't think he's quite A tier, because look at the A tier leaders, man.
yeah. If you get the setup with like 7-drop Foxy, if you can get like 2 of them on the field, it's like, what is your opponent do, right?
Yeah, no, I agree. I completely agree. God, because that's how I feel. I feel like you have to set him up or whatever. I feel like these leaders just playing their game. It's always good, and then he needs that play to happen, which is why I think he's probably B tier. What are your arguments for A tier?
I think most of the Foxy cards are probably not quite as powerful as like what the rest of B tier's offering. I put them in like low B tier.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Foxy. I thought he was gonna fight for you.
I thought you were gonna try to put him at like C or D, but I'm like, nah. I
Oh,
think he's
no.
better than that.
No, I was gonna. I think he's. I thought he was the top of B. But yeah. Okay, so Foxy's been placed. Oh, green purple Dofi. Now he's forced to run his own engine. He has to give up. He can't do the film shit anymore.
I think this deck's good. I think this deck's still good.
Because they don't even play the film stuff anymore. Is the thing. They've
Yeah,
already
no,
moved on to their own engine. They do the birdcage stuff.
Yeah, they're hard in on the Donquixote family anyway. You could also play. Are there any good 7 warlords to play with him in those colors? Maybe.
There is like the green
Crocodile.
Mihawk 2K. I don't know if he has a target to play though off of it.
Oh, the Mihawk. Well, it's still like a nice 2K that you can just play for the heck of it.
A 2K, yeah.
He has that new counter event, the 2-drop counter event that just like looks at top 3 for another Donquixote.
Yeah. I imagine Birdcage
he's-
also has to be good into like Iceberg and Rebecca outside of 7-drop.
Yeah,
Probably
Birdcage?
fucks like
Yeah,
Dofi up.
Birdcage.
Yeah. Birdcage probably goes crazy on these two, goes crazy on him. Goes crazy on Yamato too, actually, because I think the only card that dodges it is like 9-drop and Oden if she plays it. Everything else is locked under. 7-drop Luffy gets around, everything else is locked down. Like Nami researches and never restands. This is probably a good leader, actually.
Yeah, I don't think he's that. Yeah, I think he's good. Yeah, maybe at least B. Like,
Yeah. Oh, God. Could he be A? I don't think he's A, right? Is that crazy? I think he's B.
I think B is the safest place to put
I
him.
think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Hody Jones.
Honestly, I don't think he's that bad.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Where do
Yeah,
you
I actually don't think he's bad. Is it crazy to put him at B tier? Like,
I think so. Yes, I
I
think
think,
so.
I think he has a cohesive deck. Like,
So I agree, but he is also technically like a non-attacking leader.
I mean, you can attack with him. You just have to pull your life.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean though. Like, so he is the turns where he's attacking, he's a leader with no leader ability, and the turns where he uses leader ability, he's a non-attacking leader. And our non-attacking leaders are. We have 2 in A tier. What the fuck? Interesting. But yeah. This is crazy.
Maybe C tier then.
Yeah, no, I think C is probably
Yeah.
the best for him. Okay. I think Boa's probably a B.
Yeah. I think if Dofi's there, Boa should be also.
That was my rationale.
Well, okay, wait, hold on. We
7
don't have.
case wings.
Do we have any good removal for Boa?
Oh my god, you're right. No, it's just Mihawk.
It's just ew. I guess
Oh.
technically just a 7-drop starter deck Dofi to bounce, but that feels terrible.
You probably still do it though, right?
Oh, I guess you can play the some of the Amazon Lily package with
Bro,
her.
all the removal I think hits at most a 2 cost.
Yeah, you probably and it bounces too. Yeah, probably maybe even as low as D. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd expect D to fill up like this. I have to expand it depending on what we do here. Okay, so next we have Ace.
Okay. Now I know I said Whitebeard is like not good at all, but
Uh-huh.
I think Ace actually might have some legs because he has it still sucks because he only has 1 2K to work with, but because he has all the events, like you can play with, because you can still play with Boat, and then you can play with like all the cards Whitebeard has, except for the fact that you're not going to be pulling your life every turn.
Yeah.
So I would dare say Ace could be as high as C tier, because you have access to things like Flame Emperor, and you still have like the
Fire
9-drop
Fist.
Newgate and stuff like that.
He still has Fire Fist. He still has like Seaquake.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think he's better than Hody Jones. Oh, wait a minute. I think Moby Dick alone might put him in B. I don't know. Huh.
Like you have both Marcos. Like I don't think he's that bad. Like you
I
have
don't think he is
you
either.
play a bunch of crossfires.
I could honestly see him in B tier. What are your thoughts on that? Just because I think Moby Dick as a card is that insane.
I'm down to put him in B tier. Honestly, like playing 7-drop Ace to swing for 9 out of nowhere is
Bro.
like.
This will be the leader that can actually abuse 4K Ezos. Like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, 1 dot to swing for 5 with Ezo. Yeah. That's...
Yeah, like I think he's probably
good.
really good. Arlong. All right, let me expand tiers. Gonna have to expand tiers for sure. Yeah, where do you think Arlong goes? What are your thoughts on Arlong?
Do we even have enough for the Arlong deck? Do we?
Surely, right? Because oh wait, he can't even run a lot. He can't. I don't think he can run Hody's Fishman. Because I think he's East Blue.
Is he only East? He's got to be part Fishman, right? That's like his whole shtick.
Fishman, East
Yeah, he's
Blue,
Fishman.
Arlong crew. Okay.
Yeah, you can play. You should be able to play Hody.
Okay, I think Customers a tag they don't share in common, right? Fishman. Oh,
I
new
would be
Fishman.
I would be
Oh,
so
what's a-
surprised considering that's like literally his whole character arc is that like he's racist against humans. That's literally his whole arc.
I was gonna say that's true, his character growth, but that never happened. Yeah, okay, yeah. So I guess the thing was, he's Fishman, and then all of Hody's stuff is new Fishman. But with the ruling having been reverted, he can run new Fishman. So,
Yeah,
I feel like he's better than Hody at least, right?
I think so. Yeah. I wouldn't go as far to put him in B tier, but
No, God, no,
I think
God, no.
a strong C.
Yeah. Next we have. How do you feel about Enel? I think he's off.
I think he's F tier. I don't think he functions. Like,
He doesn't. He just doesn't.
yeah, you can't heal.
Yerpul Croc. He loses all the yellow topping.
I'm sorry, Lakers fans, but I also think this is an F tier. Okay, maybe that's
because if
too harsh.
Enel
Maybe-
is an F, and he's just worse Enel.
Like, okay, at least he can actually heal though. Enel can't heal in this format.
Yeah, that is true. Bruh. Poor Enel. Oh my god, he's
Dude, every good leader from like real life is just in F tier.
This Luffy, I think this Luffy's probably an F also. There's probably not, no, there, I think there
don't
is
even
at
think
least
you
12
have 50
Lucci
cards.
hats. Right. I guess I don't
I
care
don't
enough.
even think you have 50 cards. You might barely have 50 cards. You might have like exactly like 10 different straw hats. Or, like, 13
Yeah.
different- and that's
No, I
that's what you
agree.
have.
Mono Red Luffy.
Honestly, not that bad. Probably. I would say C. Yeah. Like,
Alright, with that being said, we officially have to expand tiers. Okay. Alright, we're back in it with expanded tiers. Okay. Alright.
So okay, what'd you say about did we give a placing for Luffy?
I think either C or D. I don't think he's that bad. Because it's just like red straw hat cards are just.
That's how I feel about it too. I think like because the best straw hat engine's definitely the red one, right? There's like Zoro, Rad Beam, Nami Searcher.
You can play the 10 drop Luffy.
10 drop
the 10 drop
Luffy. He's a 5 life leader. He gets an extra Dawn to work with.
He's like generically fine.
Yeah.
Like in a lot of scenarios.
Next we have, how do we feel about Zoro? I guess on the topic of mono red straw hat leader. Actually, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Zoro exists.
Oh
I think-
yeah.
Yeah.
Never met Zoro and C.
Yeah, no, that was the nail in the coffin for Luffy, unfortunately. Next we have Uta. Uta doesn't have enough cards. Oh wait, she's film. She's film.
She's film, but the funny thing is that like how many film cards are vanilla? Oh, I guess there's quite a few from that like promo pack that she came in.
There's the promo pack and then there's OPO6. I think those combined surely give her 50, right?
Surely this deck is still terrible, right?
Oh, of course.
Put it up here.
Okay.
It's like you had me for a second there. I'm like, wait, never mind.
No, that wasn't. I wasn't arguing in favor of just like, no, she has 50. That was it. Okay.
Surely she's at least better than Enel. Okay. Oh, I think Bonnie's great. Bonnie is probably an A tier leader.
Yeah, she's probably pretty good. Like you have Captain Kidd, Cavendish. Like honestly, like most of the deck in real life is Supernova. So
Yeah,
I can't
literally.
I can't imagine Bonnie being that bad in this format.
She just doesn't lose much. She still has Hawkins. Like 8-drop Kid hiding behind Hawkins is probably really dumb in this
Yeah.
format.
Yeah, she's just so tanky.
Yeah. On the topic of red straw hat leaders, Red Green Luffy.
This one, honestly,
So there's some cope in the Discord. People think that this leader is like a sleeper, like insane top tier.
for this format or in general.
This format.
Oh, this format. I was about to say, I think this one might actually be C tier for the reason that you can play like the film stuff, because like, well, honestly, you also have Supernova stuff too. You can play like Basil Hawkins.
Yeah, he does because he's Supernova. He does also have his combo where he does like swing 7k with Kid Killer, restand it with leader ability, swing 10k.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he gives it the 10, he gives it the 1,000, and then Kid Killer's not once per turn, so he gets the 2k
exactly.
again.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess with these tiers filling out a bit more, I don't think it's necessarily a hover Shanks. I think Shanks is on par with Hody Jones. I'm gonna stick him in T. Just gonna stick him in T. See. Okay. All right, so Red Green Luffy, so he was also C, right? Was that the consensus?
Yeah, I don't think he's that bad. Like,
yeah, I don't think he's the secret top tier that the server's making him out to be, but
no. But, like, sorry, Discord. No.
He just hasn't been figured out.
I mean, someone go ahead and prove me wrong. Go for it.
Next we have Mono Croc. So, okay, I think at minimum, before anything, so this leader is at worst a D tier leader because Boa is here, but he actually has a leader ability.
Yeah, I was gonna say his leader ability in this context, his leader ability is actually better than Boa's. I think he's actually like, is he C tier? Like, can we tempo people out enough to like with the Warlord stuff?
So let's think. So if the meta, so if he was playing, so let's imagine he's playing against Utas, Yamatos, Rebekkas, Icebergs, and Bonnies, and I guess Katas and Dofis. I kind of want to say no.
Yeah, -4 so much.
Have you heard the theory that people believe that Purple Croc and Mono Croc on release their leader abilities actually got swapped with each other?
I would believe that. I
think so. I believe it too. I think it's true.
I would believe that. I think, like, there's no way, right? Like, I feel like someone screwed up in R&D like last minute. And they just like accidentally swapped the two.
I think so, because why does a blue leader minus Dawn? Like,
yeah.
I feel like he's probably like high C.
Oh, God, -4 so much though.
That's true. That's true. Wait a minute.
Ah, jeez.
I can't argue for putting him in D tier though, because Boa's in D tier. Honestly, I really do think Boa's an F tier leader. I think she just doesn't have a leader ability. I think you play her just for the Warlord tag, and if you're gonna do that at that point, then there's Mono Croc, and there's Doflamingo.
Well, I'm just thinking maybe Boa has like the Kuja pirate stuff, so she could have.
Oh,
like,
right. It at least gives her like another 2k, right?
Yeah, another 2k.
Warlords have enough 2ks though.
Yeah. Oh, she also has another searcher for Kuja pirates, the Gloriosa.
But what is there anything that she wants to search out of the Kuja? There's like Margaret Blocker maybe.
Boa, like
true.
6-drop Boa, the stage, if you want to like keep recurring your searchers to like, you know, to like keep drawing more cards. The 2k, of course. You can even play like,
okay,
I guess play Love.
All right, I guess that's something. All right, Boa, you'll stay in D tier. The more I think about it though, I think Luffy probably is a C tier. Like that 11th Dawn, I think is actually kind of relevant, right?
Probably.
No, it's probably not.
Like it is for
It
sure,
could
but
be.
like, is it that good? I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah.
You just play Zoro. Cause the only reason you'd play him over Zoro is if you want to play on curve. But if you're playing Ret Straw Hats, what are you doing on curve? Like, after 5 Dawn, what are you doing on curve? The only thing big play I can think is like 8-drop Alabasta Luffy, maybe. If you're doing that for some reason. I don't know. I think Croc's is he C? Is the -4? Because I think as long as he does it at least once, he's probably fine, right? I don't think he needs to do it multiple times. Like, if he does it on 10 Dawn, for example, he goes down to 6. On his next turn, he goes right back up to 8.
I feel like we're just playing the crappy set 1 version of him. I'd put him even lower. I would put him in D.
Okay.
Like,
All right. You know what, too? He also does lose, like, his ability to go, like, Red Rock and then minus and the leader ability bounce. He can't, like, double removal off the same Dawn because he loses Red Rock and Graph Blade and all that.
exactly.
Kid Killer. I think Kid is probably really, really good. I think he's probably a B tier leader. Because he has all the Bonnie stuff.
He has everything Bonnie has access to. Nothing really beyond that.
Right. That second swing, I guess, is it.
I just think his leader ability is just so much worse than Bonnie, and quite frankly, it's just worse than Uta. Since Uta has,
Yeah.
I'd probably put him even lower, probably C tier.
No, I can see that. Black Luffy. This leader has to be F, right? Does he have 50 cards? If he doesn't yet, he will soon.
New third deck allowed?
Is it out?
It is now, yeah.
Then yes.
So he definitely has enough cards. This one's probably F.
All right.
I think the new starter deck one, if it's even on here, okay, I guess, well, clearly it's not since you didn't.
Again, does he like gain 1,000 and raise everything by 1k? I mean, one cost.
So he gives one Dawn through both turns gives your whole board plus 1 cost.
Right.
And then if you have a character with 8 cost or greater, he's base 6k.
His Sanji's 5 cost, right?
His Sanji's a 5 cost, which becomes a 6 cost, which
Yeah.
immediately enables
His
it.
5 cost.
He also has his stage, the 1,000 Sunny that just
one. And it
Yeah.
draws a card too, right? On play.
no, it just draws a card on play.
Yeah, no, that's what I.
Yeah.
Okay. I've seen nothing of this leader, so I'll leave his placement to you.
With all that said, probably I'll put him in C tier only because like at locals the other night I saw our boy Tanaka 3-1 with so
All right.
I don't know how, but he did. So.
Yeah, shit. Yeah. Because to me, this leader is just kind of the Sanji playing nothing else, but... Alright, Tanaka. How the fuck did he do it? Alright. Next we have... Purple Luffy.
Ooh, with only Straw Hats?
I don't think he has enough cards yet.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
OPO... I think it's OPO 9, right?
There's probably barely enough, but even still, I wouldn't put. Yeah.
It can't be a competent deck.
I wouldn't count on it. Yeah, I wouldn't count on this leader being good.
Queen is probably unplayable. I don't think Queen has 50 cards. Because it's just blue Animal Kingdom, right?
Dude, I'm sure Brandon's
no.
probably gonna argue with you through that one back. But, like, what are you gonna do? Like, play Ice Oni? I guess.
Bro. I think you'd have to.
Kyros. I still think this is an F tier leader.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I just don't see it.
Next we have Vegapunk.
Okay, this one's not bad.
I don't think so
actually-
either.
I actually don't think he's that bad. Maybe
I don't.
Even, I would go as far as to say he's B. Like
B. Okay, wait a minute, Colin. You're losing me.
bro,
Okay.
it's like there's so many good egghead cards. Oh wait, we're not in OPA yet. Dang it.
Yeah, bro. Imagine he plays into Yamato.
Oh yeah, it's Vegapunk without Ace and Yamato. Okay, never mind.
He has no ace. He has no Yamato. I don't know if he plays Katakuri, but if he does, he can't play it. And then in this format, bro, if he runs into a yellow-green Yamato, I think he just dies.
Vegapunk with no Yamato. Oh.
I think he's
Okay, never
unplayable.
mind. probably C.
Yeah. Okay. Well, sure. All right.
I still don't think
would've
he's
went
that
a
bad,
little lower.
but yeah,
But-
it's like
We have 2 leaders left. We have the 2 brothers.
put them both in. Okay, the red yellow Sabo might not be that bad.
There's Rev Army. Does he have enough cards?
Well, if the like we said, if the others if
'Cause we-
red black Sabo has enough cards, then
Well,
I
that was
think-
because
barely
Black
enough.
Sabo has like Black Sabo blocker and like 8-drop Black Sabo. So he gains he gains like 8 cards from the black.
This
Whereas
one has the yellow Sabo. I guess red yellow Sabo has the yellow. I think it's literally just a 5-drop Sabo from the starter deck. Funny enough, as far as yellow goes, because the baby Sabo is not a Rev Army.
What is he? What?
The three babies are Goa Kingdom.
I
Or
never
what-
knew that.
Yeah, they're
Oh yeah, because they're. That's right. You're right. Yep.
before they before they grew up and went into their individual factions.
Yeah. Okay, so if so, okay, all right. If we do believe that he has 50 targets, and I think the discussion has to be revisited for Bello Betty, because if he has enough, then she has enough.
I think they're both probably D tier then.
Yeah, I think
Betty
also.
just doesn't have enough triggers to like really function. I think red yellow Sabo is probably like the leader ability probably carries them pretty far, but aside from that, like the quality of your deck is just so low.
Yeah, 'cause I think Betty losing all the triggers from yellow really hurts her, and then I think him losing all the rush from red is probably his death sentence. And this is unplayable. This is unplayable.
Yeah, there's literally not enough cards. Like I'm pretty confident there's not enough Whitebeard cards to even build this deck.
Is he just Whitebeard?
That one, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's just Whitebeard Pirates.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Well, looking over the list, Colin, is there anything that you any last minute changes to be made here? Do you feel good about what you've contributed to here?
In a world where Dragon has enough Rev Army cards, again, I don't know, nor do I care to really look it up at the moment.
Yeah.
But in a world that he does have enough Rev Army cards, he probably is D tier, because he's just like, he can function, but obviously just nowhere near as smooth as like Zoro or like the other Luffy leaders.
Yeah. No, I agree. Yeah. Okay. So looking it over,
We put Iceberg and Rebecca in A tier, bro.
you know, I stand by it. Wait a minute.
What have we done?
I think Iceberg could come down a tier.
He's probably more so B. We probably overhyped it.
No, I think he is. I think we bump him down to B tier. Are we the top of B tier? And then I think Rebecca does belong up there, though. I really do. Rebecca
Dude,
sounds
but-
insane on paper.
I think she's not bad. I think she's the opposite of bad.
I think unlike Iceberg, I think she's earned her spot.
Yeah.
Did you want to revisit Foxy at all with the tiers having been fleshed out? Because I think if Iceberg comes down, okay, no, continue. You're gonna say something.
Nah, the Foxy stays.
Okay.
But am I biased? Absolutely. But Foxy stays.
I feel like Ace could probably come down. No. He has Izo swing for 1 Dawn. That's right.
Izo swing for 1 Dawn, bro.
Izo swing for 1.
Drop Ace for 9 for no reason.
Ace for 9. Josu's are swinging for 6.
6, yeah. I guess he needs a Dawn technically, so 7.
7. 5 Dawn, 7K.
Whitebeard swing for 12K for no reason.
Yeah, his Marco's
Marco is like immortal in this deck. He's just an 8k.
Marco's 5-drop Marco's an 8k. Even their blocker Marco's is a 7k.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think Ace does belong. It's strictly Moby Dick doing all the heavy lifting.
Guys, if you bring Ace to small head locals, just hard mull for Moby Dick.
Yeah. You know, don't mulligan for it. You're just gonna trigger out of life anyway.
Yeah. Oh my god, you have 8 ways of searching it too. You have Whitebeard Pirates and you have Izo.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
There's so much search.
God, I still don't know what, like, Kaido's doing this high up.
Why do we have Purple Kaido up here?
God, I wish he didn't win the first week because I would drop him in C so fast. All of this looks good. I'm still not sold on the Doflamingo, if I'm being honest, but there's that. Bro, Uta, I don't know, man. I think you're coping on the Uta.
I think you're coping on the Shanks.
No, Colin, I witnessed firsthand what he can do. Very interesting that I think he's here strictly off color combination alone. Rosanant, he's probably too high, if I'm being honest.
We can move him down, sure.
Yeah. He probably does not belong up there. I'll fill his spot with Vegapunk. Mom makes sense. Ivankov makes sense. Purple Kaido, I don't see it, but
I'm just saying, if mono Purple Kaido is as high as B, like,
they're not even the same deck though.
they're mostly the same deck. They have the exact same card pool. This one,
he got Ripple Life. He has the combo. He's the kill combo. The 12k swing, burn 7, swing 12 with 10 drop.
Oh, but you get a searcher though in blue. You get Who's Who.
Oh my god. Hody Jones, I am not sold on at all. Not even remotely. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. We have, oh my god. Kid does belong down here. God, Croc, you might be too high still. Croc, I think, could probably come down, if I'm being honest. So, wait a minute. Because isn't he's basically just Boa, right? But, oh, no, he'll drop more than Boa. Oh, no, Boa has Amazon Lily, I keep forgetting. King, blah, blah, blah. Fuck it, I'm all right, wait, were we too harsh on anything in F tier? Wait a minute, let's take a look at this. Is there anything in F that could probably come up? Were we too hard on Yerple?
Maybe he can maybe be D tier. Like the Baroque work. There's just no yellow Baroque work cards, so it's literally just the purple stuff that has to like carry him.
Yeah, and the purple stuff is so mid. He does have Okama Way though.
Yeah.
He does have Okama Way. That's something, I guess. And then God. Yeah, no, this is this looks good to me. All right, viewers, if you disagree with any of our takes, I'm sure you'll let us know why, so I don't have to ask.
Are we biased? Absolutely.
Yeah. You know what? And also, you know what, chatters? I also, or I guess YouTube viewers, because this isn't a live stream. I will say, if you have any heated, passionate opinions about how your leader performs in a certain way or anything, I reassure you, you're not running list this bad, and I'm sure you're not running it in a format like this. And if you haven't competed in a small hat global tournament,
you have no frame of reference for anything. So I will say that.
Well, like, if you want to prove yourself, go ahead and sign up for small head locals.
Yeah, if you wanna prove that Queen actually isn't an F tier, tournament is tomorrow. It starts at 2 p.m. Eastern. Have your deck submitted by 12 p.m. and show us why Nami can be good. And why Nami's good with half her deck missing. Yeah, if you guys aren't already subscribed to the Sun Pirates TCG, their link is right there in the title. It is literally right below the video. It's the easiest tap and subscribe you will ever be doing in your life. Any closing thoughts for you, Colin, before we wrap this one up?
No, I am very proud of what we have accomplished today. I think this is the objective best tier list. There was absolutely no biases in this discussion whatsoever.
That is true.
I'm excited to see, like, legit, if anyone watches this and it's like, oh man, I'm gonna bring Iceberg into small hat locals, like, please do so. I really want to see it in action.
In action.
Guys, yeah, no, for real.
Cause there's so many leaders I hear so many people like argue so in favor of, and then they refuse to sign up to prove why their leader's good, and they say it's because they think they're gonna do bad. It's like, what are you defending your leader for then?
What are you arguing?
Oh my god.
But okay, well, I guess if there's nothing else to be said here, then until next time, we will see you guys.
Bye, guys.